What if I told you that right now, someone in your life might be using psychological tactics to control your thoughts, emotions, and decisions without you even realizing it? It's not science fiction. It's dark psychology, and it's happening all around us. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a manipulative coworker, or even a clever salesperson, these tactics are designed to bypass your rational mind and make you act against your own best interests. The scariest part? Most people never see it coming. In this video, we're exposing 5 of the most powerful dark psychology tricks that manipulators use every single day. More importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to recognize these tactics and protect yourself from falling victim. By the end of this video, you'll have the mental armor you need to stay in control of your own mind. Let's dive in. Trick number 1. The silence weapon. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone asks you a question and then just stares at you in complete silence? It feels unbearably awkward, doesn't it? That discomfort you feel is exactly what they're counting on. Manipulators use silence as a weapon because humans are hardwired to fill empty space in conversations. When faced with prolonged silence, most people will start talking, often revealing far more information than they intended. They'll confess things, make concessions, or agree to things they wouldn't normally agree to, just to escape the discomfort. This tactic is used by interrogators, salespeople, and toxic partners alike. The manipulator asks a loaded question, then waits. The silence creates psychological pressure, and you crack. How to defend yourself? Recognize the silence for what it is, a tactic. When someone uses prolonged silence against you, don't rush to fill it. Take a breath, gather your thoughts, and respond only when you're ready. You can even turn it around by asking, "Is there something specific you'd like to know?" This puts the pressure back on them. Trick number 2, gaslighting, rewriting your reality. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious forms of psychological manipulation. It's when someone makes you question your own memory, perception, or sanity. They deny things they said or did, even when you know for a fact they happened. Over time, you start to doubt yourself and rely on their version of reality instead of your own. Here's how it works. Imagine you confront someone about a hurtful comment they made. Instead of apologizing or acknowledging it, they say, "I never said that. You're being too sensitive. You're imagining things." If this happens repeatedly, you begin to think, maybe I am overreacting. Maybe I did misunderstand. That's the goal. Gaslighting erodes your confidence and makes you dependent on the manipulator's version of the truth. It's a form of psychological control that can leave lasting damage. How to defend yourself? Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Keep a record of important conversations, texts, emails, or even a personal journal. When someone tries to rewrite history, you'll have evidence to ground yourself in reality. And most importantly, if someone consistently makes you question your sanity, it's time to distance yourself from them. Trick number 3, love bombing, the trap of excessive affection. Love bombing sounds positive, doesn't it? Who wouldn't want to be showered with affection, compliments, and attention? But in the hands of a manipulator, love bombing is a trap. Here's the pattern. At the beginning of a relationship, romantic, professional, or even a friendship, the manipulator overwhelms you with praise, gifts, and constant communication. They make you feel like the most important person in the world. You think, wow, this person really gets me. This is amazing. But here's the catch. It's not genuine. It's a strategy to create emotional dependency. Once you're hooked, once you've lowered your guard and become emotionally invested, the manipulator pulls back. The affection disappears, and suddenly you're left confused, desperate to get that feeling back. You'll do almost anything to regain their approval, and that's exactly where they want you. How to defend yourself? Be cautious of relationships that escalate too quickly. Genuine connection takes time to build. If someone is overwhelming you with attention right from the start, take a step back and ask yourself, is this sustainable? Is this real? Healthy relationships grow steadily, not explosively. Trick number 4, the guilt trip. Weaponizing your empathy. Guilt is a powerful emotion, and manipulators know how to use it like a scalpel. They make you feel responsible for their problems, their feelings, or their failures, even when you've done nothing wrong. It sounds like this. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? Or, if you really cared about me, you'd do this. The manipulator frames their request in a way that makes refusing feel cruel or selfish. Your empathy becomes a weapon they use against you. The guilt trip works because most people don't want to be seen as bad or uncaring, so you give in even when it's not in your best interest. Over time, this creates a toxic dynamic where you're constantly sacrificing your own needs to avoid feeling guilty. How to defend yourself. Recognize that you are not responsible for other people's emotions or choices. It's okay to set boundaries, and it's okay to say no. A healthy relationship respects your autonomy. If someone consistently makes you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself, that's a red flag. Practice saying, I understand you're upset, but I need to do what's right for me. Trick number 5, the foot in the door technique. Small asks, big control. This one is subtle, but devastatingly effective. The manipulator starts by asking you for a small, harmless favor. You agree because it seems insignificant. Then they follow up with a slightly bigger request, and then another. Before you know it, you've committed to something you never would have agreed to in the first place. This tactic works because of a psychological principle called consistency. Once you've said yes to a small request, you feel an internal pressure to remain consistent with that decision. Saying no to the next request would make you feel like you're contradicting yourself, so you keep saying yes. Salespeople use this all the time. Manipulative partners do too. Can you just do this one small thing for me? Becomes, well, you did it last time, so why not now? And suddenly, you're trapped in a cycle of compliance. How to defend yourself. Evaluate each request on its own merits. Don't let past agreements pressure you into future ones. It's okay to say, I helped you before, but I can't this time. Your past generosity doesn't obligate you to endless future favors. Recognize the pattern and break it. So, we've uncovered 5 dark psychology tricks that manipulators use to control and influence you. The silence weapon, gaslighting, love bombing, the guilt trip, and the foot in the door technique. These tactics are powerful because they exploit fundamental aspects of human psychology, our need for connection, our empathy, and our desire to be consistent. But here's the key takeaway. Awareness is your greatest defense. Once you know these tactics exist, once you can recognize them in real time, they lose their power over you. You can't be manipulated by something you see coming. Trust yourself. Set boundaries. And never let anyone make you feel guilty for protecting your own mental and emotional well-being. If this video opened your eyes to manipulation tactics you've experienced, hit that like button and subscribe to Human Upgrade for more content that helps you master your mind and take control of your life. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever experienced one of these tactics? Which one hit closest to home? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else recognize what they're going through. Thanks for watching,